Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am doing a tag that I don't normally do this kind of video, honestly. It is the Unhaul tag, as you can probably tell by the title. So I'm not a huge fan of unhauling videos or of watching them or doing them. It's not my thing. However, I saw Kayla from Books and Lala do this video and I was really interested in it, and the whole time I would like pause it and then I would be like, I would probably get rid of this book and things like that throughout the whole video, and my husband was just laughing at me, and I thought, you know what, I'm in a decluttering mood, and so I thought this tag would be a fun way to make a little bit of a dent in my bookcases. The first prompt is a book that you rated low. So this one is probably going to be a little hard for me because typically if I rated it low, I already got rid of it. I'm really good about sending books I don't really care for to the used bookstore as soon as I finish them because I don't want to keep them in the house. The exception is going to be things like classics. Usually I will keep them in a nice edition even if I didn't like them. So let's see what I can find for that one. There are 4 that I think I rated low, but I don't know. So I'm going to check my Goodreads to see because I don't remember. Okay, so I finally decided on one. I had 4 choices and I have a feeling based on some of the other questions that those are going to come up later as options for me to get rid of. So I chose Sweet Home by Kara Spray. Now, it's not that I just really didn't like this. I gave it 3 stars, so it's an okay book. It was just an okay set of short stories. Nothing that really blew me away. So this one is gonna go to McKay's. Next up is a book you changed your mind about. So there are books that I have on my shelf. There's 2 by the same author that I won't be supporting this author in the future. And I'm sad that my money went to him in the first place, but I won't be getting rid of either of the books because I think they're funny. Like, they have really funny one-liners. One of them I really enjoyed and thought was such a fantastic book. But unfortunately, Tommy Wallach is a garbage human. So while I should probably get rid of his books for this, I'm not going to. So let's see what I can find for this one. Alright, so this one has an interesting story behind it, and it's basically a uncorrected page proof of Forbidden Fires by Margaret Anderson. So the reason I even have this is because Carla J, who was part of like the women's rights movement, she wrote the book Tales of a Lavender Menace. She gave her entire collection to my university Hollins when she went legally blind. She had been, and we read her book in a class that I was in, and we did a conference call with her, and she really took to our school and our professor, and so she gave a bunch of her collection to Hollins, and all of the kind of really important special books went into the private collection, but there were a number of books that didn't really have a place in the library, so they were given to the Intercultural Center, and we were given the opportunity to take some of them. So I took a few of them. This was one of them. I read this and thought it was rubbish. Like, I really did not get along with this, and I have been keeping it ever since because of the story and the fact that it does have a little thing in there that says property of Dr. Carla J, but, or I guess, you know, a gift to Hollins. But at the same time, I'm never gonna read this again. There's no reason to keep this on there. I still have that story in my head and I just need to get rid of clutter. Prompt 3 is a series that you will not be completing. Okay, so I am gonna get rid of not the Mistborn trilogy because my husband does want to read that, and I will probably at some point read Hero of Ages just to know how it ends. But I do have the first one in that second trilogy or quartet, which is Alloy of Law, and this is going away. So the next one is a book you DNF'd or did not finish. Again, I don't keep books I didn't finish. If I have them somewhere, they're gonna be still on my like TBR, because I would have put them back on my TBR if I was going to continue reading them. The only ones that I can think of are Hero of Ages, and then this puppy, which is Arabian Nights, which I've read 132 pages of. I'm not going to get rid of this because I do intend to actually finish this at some point. So I don't know. I don't know that I have one for this. Nope. I just looked at pretty much everything, and the only books that I have not finished are ones that I intend to read, so we're gonna skip that one. The next prompt is a book that you have multiple copies of. So I only think I have, well, that's straight up a lie. I definitely have multiple copies of all the Jane Austens, because I bought the Penguin English Library editions and then found the really pretty kind of graphic bold editions that I really wanted, and so I bought those about 3 weeks apart. So I do have multiples of those, but I'm not gonna give those away because I'm a book hoarder. But I do have the paperback copy of Cinder. I do prefer paperback copies if I'm being 100% honest, but I also have like the entire set of the hardcover ones that are really pretty and look nice on the shelf. So I'm gonna keep those, and I'm gonna get rid of this. The next one is a book that you will actually never get to. Oh God, this is, I have ideas. There are some books that have been on my shelf for a very, very long time, and part of me is like, I should just get rid of them. So let's just take a look and see what I'm gonna go with. So I'm actually gonna make up for the last one. I'm gonna get rid of 2 on this one. The first one is gonna be Walden and Civil Disobedience by Henry David Thoreau. I really wanna read Walden, but I'm not gonna read it in this mass market edition. And it's getting the yellowing papery smell thing, so if I get around to reading Walden, then I'm going to just buy a new copy or listen to it from the library on audiobook, because there are tons of audiobook editions of this at the library. And then the other one I'm going to get rid of is This Is What I Want by Craig Lancaster. I picked this up at a library book sale because I thought the cover looked interesting, and I read the back of it and it sounded interesting, but at the same time, every time I look at this, I'm like, why did I buy that? Because I've never heard anything about it. It only sort of sounds interesting. Like, it is like a family small town drama, but I haven't been in the mood for that in a very long time. So yeah, I don't know why I bought this in the first place. The next one is a book that you bought because of the hype. This is not even something I have to hesitate about. That is The Sky is Everywhere by Janie Nelson. I bought this and the other one that has a similar cover. I bought both of them, and I read this. It was okay. I don't really care about it. And I think I actually already got rid of the other one. I did, yeah. I got rid of the other one because I just was never gonna read it. So yeah, this one's gonna go with its brother. So the next one is a book you bought because of the cover. And I know exactly what book that should be, but I'm gonna have a hard time getting rid of it, even though I really did not like that book. So I actually have 3. The one that I was talking about is The Grace Keepers, and I bought the UK hardcover, which has the gorgeous naked hardback. So I didn't like this, and I don't think I will ever pick it up or read more Kirsty Logan. I don't know, I might, we'll see. But I can't get rid of this. I just find it too beautiful, so I just can't. The other one I considered is Backspring by Judith McCormick, which again, I should get rid of because I didn't really care for this book, but I freaking love this cover. I ridiculously love this cover, so I'm probably not gonna get rid of it either. But a book I did read pick up because of the cover is These Broken Stars by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. This is even a signed edition that I got at Malaprops, but I don't care about this, and while I think the cover is beautiful, this one I can part with. So this one is a little bit of a cheat because it's not like leaving the house, but it is leaving my shelf. And that is Smoke and Mirrors, Short Fiction and Illusions by Neil Gaiman. This could have actually probably gone for the I've changed my mind category because I thought I wanted to read everything that Neil Gaiman wrote. I read Stardust, I read The Graveyard Book, and I read Nevermore. I loved The Graveyard Book. Stardust was just mediocre. I thought the movie was better. And when it came to Nevermore, I couldn't wait for that book to be over. So I think I'm done with Neil Gaiman. So I already told my husband this was probably moving to his shelf, and it definitely is because I'm never gonna read this. And the last prompt is a book you didn't buy. I actually found two for this one. The first one being The Husband's Secret by Leanne Moriarty. This was okay. I liked it just fine. I was interested in it. I was compelled by it, but at the end, it was okay. And this one, I originally won Big Little Lies from a Twitter giveaway or something like that for Birchbox's book club, and then I won this somehow through the book club too. So he ended up sending me Big Little Lies and this one. So I did not buy this. The other one is Down the Rabbit Hole by Holly Madison. I thought this book was really interesting, and I am glad I read it. And it had a lot of anecdotes. It was like one of those things where it speaks to your reality TV kind of mindset. But I'm never going to pick this up again, and it's a pretty thick book for what it is, and I just need this shelf room, and this was a Christmas present. So I am getting rid of technically 11 books if you're counting the one that I put on Justin's shelf, but that's pretty good, and this is quite a bit of space I'm getting back on my shelves, although I do have piles on the floor over there that need to go on the red shelf, and I have piles over here that need to go on the unread shelf, so I'm not sure I got them all on the bookshelves by getting rid of these, but it is a start, and I am certainly happy to lighten my bookcases a little bit, and I don't think I'm going to miss any of these. So if you've done this tag, I would love to watch it. This is one unhauling video that I actually find interesting, and if you've read any of these and are just aghast that I'm getting rid of them, definitely comment in the comments below. And what is one book that you bought because of the cover? I'm curious to know that. Well, I will see you guys next time, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!